Hey guys, my name is Dean. Welcome to Manful Yoga. This workout is a warm-up for endurance athletes. So if you're a runner, a cyclist, a triathlete, a swimmer, this is a workout that you use to help make sure that your muscles are turned on, that you're ready to perform at your max, and also work into your mobility to help prevent injury. I'm going to walk you through this entire routine. It's a combination of standing and floor poses, so just do your best, follow along, no flexibility required. You're going to get started on the ground on your back. So we're starting off with reclined twist. Go ahead and put your knees over your hips, 90-degree bends in your knees and your hips, arms to the outsides, and relax your back onto the ground. Take a big inhale and bring your legs out to the right. And then as you exhale, squeeze your core and bring your legs back to the middle. Inhale left. Exhale, squeeze your core, bring your legs back to the middle. And then just keep this up at your own pace. We're going to do 5 to each side. These are really nice because you're warming up your core, you're getting your abs warm, but you're also stretching your lower back, loosening that up so that it doesn't get tight and stiffen up and cause you discomfort during your workouts. And as long as we're here, let me remind you, like this video if you find it helpful. Leave a comment if you have any questions, and be sure to subscribe to this YouTube channel so you don't miss out on future workouts. Last one, going back to the right, to the left, and release your feet down. Okay, from here, moving into a bridge. Press down hard through your feet, squeeze your glutes, squeeze your core, and then lift your hips off the ground. Press down firmly through your feet, through your toes, your big toes, your small toes, your heels, and the ball mounds of your feet. Use your feet to pull your body forward just a little bit, and you'll feel your hamstrings engage. Squeeze your butt so your glutes are engaged, and then tighten your abs and think about reaching your tailbone toward your knees, kind of lengthening your low back. You can keep your shoulders, your head, your neck relaxed. Doing this for a total of 60 seconds. This is a really great exercise for endurance athletes because it's going to help you turn on your glutes. If you don't use your glutes while you're running, that's going to put a lot more strain on your knees and your backs. We want to make sure those big muscles are engaged. This is also nice because we're warming up your spine, getting a little bit of extension. A couple more breaths here. If you want, you can press up higher. Just make sure you're focusing on your hips here, not so much on getting a big arch into your back. Not that that's bad, but I want you to focus on your hips for the purpose of this. All right, and then go ahead and release. From here, we're going to move up into standing. So go ahead and stand at the top of your mat. If you do have a mat, you don't need a mat. So stand near the top of wherever you're exercising. We're going to go into a chair pose. Big toes touch, heels about an inch apart. If that's uncomfortable, you can stand with your feet about hip width distant, or about 6 inches. From here, you're going to hinge at your hips, allow your knees to bend forward, and pretend like you're sitting into a chair. This is called chair pose. Really good for your knees, your ankles, your hips, your core, and even your posture. So we want to feel this weight evenly distributed through the hips and the thighs. Don't be afraid of allowing your knees to come forward. Just make sure the heels stay down and you're feeling the weight in your hips. Go ahead and lift your arms up. Sink a little bit deeper. We're only here for a total of 30 seconds, so I'll give you 10 more seconds here. Focus on this warm-up should be intensity, so you really want to push yourself. That's what's going to help you maximize your muscle engagement and improve your performance. All right, and then stand up and relax. From here into a high lunge twist. This is really good for your spine. Have you start with your left foot forward, take a big step back with your right foot, coming into a high lunge. You should feel some stretching through the front of your right hip. Do your best to make sure your spine is neutral here. You shouldn't have your butt sticking out way out behind you. Try to keep that spine mostly neutral. Now make sure your legs are active. I want you to squeeze your legs toward one another. Think about lifting your ribs up and away from the hips. Really good posture here. Turn your palms to face forward. That's going to help lock your posture into place. And then bring your hands behind your neck, fingers interlaced. Take a deep breath in. And now twist toward your left. So your torso's doing the best to face over to the left. Your hips are facing straight forward. Now extend your arms out in opposite directions, so right hand reaching forward, left hand reaching back. As you inhale, get taller. As you exhale, twist deeper, keeping your hips facing straight forward. 3 breaths here. Every time you exhale, going a little bit deeper, and as you inhale, trying to maintain that depth of twist. Last breath. All right, back to the middle. Stand back up, and we'll switch sides. Right leg forward, big step back with your left foot, coming into a high lunge, opposite side. Again, squeeze your legs toward one another. That's going to engage your inner thighs. That'll reduce strain on your back. And then lift your ribs up and away from the hips. That's going to help with engaging your core. Drive your right heel into the floor. Feel your right glute engaging. Again, lots of glute activation focus. That's important. Bring your hands behind your neck, fingers interlace. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, twist toward your right. Keep your hips where they are. One side's going to be tighter than the other, so just be aware of that. Extend your arms out, left hand reaching forward, right hand reaching back. Take a deep breath in, get tall, fill up your rib cage with air. And as you exhale, twist further into it. 3 more breaths here. This twist is really good for your spine. If you're an endurance athlete, if you're a runner, probably not a lot of side-to-side motion. So we really do want to get this twisting involved to make sure that your spine and your upper back stay happy as you're working out. Don't want to have any additional tension or pain or cramping up there. All right, back to the middle. Stand back up. All right. From here, moving into a tree pose. This is a really basic but effective balancing posture. Really good for your knees, your ankles, your hips, even your back. Stand on your right foot. Press your left foot into your right shin. Turn your left knee to face to the outside. Keep your hips facing straight forward. Press down through your right foot. Think about, again, pulling the ribs up and away from the hips, pressing the top of your head toward the ceiling, and then bring your arms out and up into a Y, and hold here for about 45 seconds. If you want to make this more challenging, you can bring your left foot above your knee, press it into your thigh, and then think about squeezing your heel toward your groin. You're going to feel a little bit more hamstring engagement there. For the sake of balance, I want you to look at a non-moving point right in front of you at eye level. That's going to help. And if you wobble a little bit, you can see me wobbling, that's normal, that's okay. It's actually good because your ankles are going to adjust to that, and it's a really good warm-up for your ankles. Last 10 seconds. All right, release. Let's switch sides. So now we're going to stand on your left foot. Press your right foot into your left shin. The right knee is going to face to the outside. Press down through your left foot. Again, get that leg really straight. Get nice and tall. Pick your ribs up, away from the hips, lengthening. Chin in toward the throat. Top of the head pressing up. Extend your arms up and out into a Y. And breathe in and out of your nose. Focus on that non-moving point straight in front of you at eye level to help with balance. And then if you want to make this more challenging, again, you can bring your foot up above the knee into the thigh. About 45 seconds total here. So we've got one more big breath. Get really tall here. Focus on that stability through your standing leg. And then release. Okay, nicely done. From here, one of my favorite poses, and stick around, this one and then one more after this. This is a side angle. This is really good for your shoulders, your hips, your core, just everything. So start in a wide-legged position. Turn your toes slightly in. Then you're going to turn your right foot to face forward or face the top of the mat. Press your left hip into your right hip, coming into, kind of sinking into this lunge with your hips facing toward the outside and your front knee facing straight forward. This is a warrior 2. And from here, bring your right wrist inside your right knee, extend your left arm up, roll back that left shoulder, and now we're in side angle. So just 30 seconds here, but I want you to be really intense here. So allow yourself to sink into this lunge. Press your arms in opposite directions. So your right hand presses down and toward the front of your mat. Your left hand presses up and back. And as you're exhaling, you're going deeper into this. Last 10 seconds. Again, really get big. Stretch out a lot here. This is active mobility, not passive. And that's what we want for a good warm-up. All right, and then stand up, release. We're going to switch sides. Right foot turns slightly in. Left foot turns, face the back of the mat. Sink into this lunge. Press your back hip, your right hip into your left hip. Your left knee is going to track over your middle toes. Make sure it's not caving in toward the middle. Hips are square to the outside. Now bring your left wrist inside your left knee. Extend your right arm up. Take a deep breath in. Get big. And then roll back that right shoulder. Sink deeper into this lunge. Press your left hand down and forward. Right hand presses up and back. And make sure your ribs stay lifted. You're not collapsing into this, but we want to use the core strength to hold your upper body upright. 10 seconds. Give me everything you have. Press your arms out. Press your head up and away. Go deeper into the lunge. And release. Okay, one more pose, and then we'll call it a day. Full locust. Actually, not a day, because you're going to go into your workout after this. Full locust. Take it down onto the floor. Bring your arms along your sides, palms facing up. Push the top of your head forward. Make your legs as long as you can, toes reaching back. And then press your palms up, lift your arms, lift your chest, lift your legs. Now make your body as long as you can. So I want you to press the top of your head toward the wall in front of you while pressing your toes as far back as you can. Lock out your knees completely. Lift your chest higher. Now press your arms higher and grow even more. So we're getting longer, then we're getting higher, and we're keeping that up. 30 seconds total. You've got just 10 seconds left here. Max it out. Go as intense as you can. This is what's going to help your workout. This maximum intensity warm-up. 3 seconds. 2, 1, and release. All right, so that was a endurance athlete warm-up. I hope you enjoyed the workout. Be sure to like this video, leave a comment if you have some feedback, subscribe so you don't miss out on future videos. And this workout is actually taken directly from my brand new book, Yoga for Athletes. It's already a #1 new release in multiple categories on Amazon. And this is an amazing tool for athletes, particularly endurance athletes and weightlifters, to help with improving their performance. So learn more about that in the description below. Guys, thanks for watching, and I hope to see you on another video soon.